today we're going to be talking about the chain rule. And the chain rule is the derivative of a composite function. Okay? And a composite function is a function that has one function inside of another function. Okay, and we can represent this as by using the notation of a composite function, which is m prime of x equals g prime of x times f prime of g of x, and we can use that to notate the composite function and the chain rule. Okay. All right. Next, how do we tell if it's inside m prime of m prime of x. I'm writing this formula so that I can talk about it. Of g prime of x f prime of g of x. Okay, so how can we tell which function is the inside function and which function is the outside function? Okay, so we all know that a function that is inside of the parentheses or the brackets will be the inside function. And then anything outside of that will be the outside. So I represent the inside as the O and the outside, the outside with the O and the inside with the I. So the outside function would be g prime of x. The inside function would be f prime of g of x. Okay? And once we have these two functions in an equation, we first take the derivative of the inside function. You can kind of think of it as like a group. If you're inside of the circle, you get first priority. So we always give first priority to the inside of the function because we have to work from the inside out. Okay? So after we take the derivative of the first function, we take the derivative of the second function. Okay, and once we do that, we take the derivative of the first function and we multiply it by the derivative of the second function, which is also known as the outside function. So we'll just put a 2 and a 1. Okay, and then we also know that the inside function can be known as u. So then we can rewrite this entire expression that's up above right here as u equals g of x. That's what u equals. But we can write this entire function at the top as this: m prime of x equals f prime of u times u prime, because we're just substituting u wherever we see g of x. So that's pretty basic. So we also know that since we said we're substituting u wherever we see g of x, so we know that u prime equals g of x, which equals the inside function. I'm going to put IF for inside function. And then we know that f prime will equal the outside function. So I can put OF for that and underline that for function. Alright, so here's an example of how we can utilize the chain rule in everyday life and working out math problems. Okay, so an example problem would be g of x equals 5x squared plus 8 to the 9th power. Okay, so first we take the derivative of our inside function because we have to work inside out. So the derivative of our inside function, which would be 5x squared plus 8, would be equal to 10x plus 0. And we get 0 because our constant is always, the derivative of a constant is always 0. So once we do that, we take the derivative of the outside. So we have 9 in the exponent, and then one of the product rule, the power rule says that you take this number right here, you multiply it by the number in the front, which is 1, so we'll have to the 9th. So we take that and we multiply it by 1, so it'll be 9 times 5x squared plus 8 to the 8th power. Okay, and then we take that whole function, 9 times 5x squared plus 8, and we multiply it by 10x. Alright, so then we have 10 times 9x, which equals 90x, times 5x squared plus 8 to the 8th power. And that's how you use the chain rule.